Hi friend, I hope you're doing well. In this video, I'm going to share with you what a micromanager looks like, why they micromanage, and how to deal with them. At the end of this video, you will have 9 strategies that if you implement will hopefully stop your micromanager in their tracks and put your mind at ease. Let's get into it. What does a micromanager look like? Here are some signs to help you spot one. A micromanager is usually someone who got promoted into a job they can't do, so they try and do your job. They come across as arrogant or egotistic, thinking that they know how to do your job better. They need to learn how to do their own job. They think that they have all the answers for everything. They dismiss your ideas and say to do it their way. They can't see another way of doing things. They praise themselves. They are a narcissist. A narcissist has a personality disorder, a mental health condition, in which they have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. They have an anxiety disorder. A micromanager is a toxic boss. They tell you how to suck eggs. They think that they are helping you by showing you how to do things the right way, which can be super frustrating, especially if you know that you know more than them. They are unqualified, inexperienced, and incompetent. They believe they are right on everything and tend to be insecure about themselves. They need to know everything. They like to control everything. They are a control freak. They interfere with how the work gets done. They ongoingly private message you questions and expecting answers instantly. They try to gaslight you and make you doubt yourself. They are very critical of your work. They always try to find errors in your work. They nitpick your work. You end up feeling like your work is being marked by a school teacher. They belittle you. They don't respect you. They unfairly blame you for things. They make you feel worthless. They cause your self-esteem and confidence to take a bit of a bash. They try to undermine you in meetings instead of being understanding and supportive. They try to make you feel that you aren't a good employee. They even threaten you with job security remarks. They ask for constant reports and updates, which slows you down. They got you jumping through hoops. They intrude into your personal space, sneak up behind you, and stand over you. It's suffocating. They need reassuring that things are going to be fine. They have trust issues. They don't trust you and they probably don't trust themselves. They most likely see you as a threat, like they know you could do their job. They project their fears onto you. They are afraid to accept responsibility and want to shift the responsibility onto you. They are on a power trip. They can be sly charmers. They are manipulative and they try to intimidate you. They like office politics so they can gain control. They want a slave who doesn't push back. If you can relate to some of these things I've said, let us know in the comments below your experience. These things are frustrating, demoralizing, and soul-destroying and results in you not caring about your job. People are leaving your team because of their style. There's a high turnover. It's not fun going to work anymore and you dread Sunday night thinking about it. So why do they micromanage you? They have been promoted beyond their competency, causing them anxiety and a tendency to micromanage, and this can become obsessive. They want security and a reduction of anxiety. They lack confidence. They don't feel confident as a leader and are therefore over-managing. They don't know how to lead. They may think that they are doing you a favour by giving you instructions on everything. They may not be aware of the negative impact they're having, or maybe they're doing it on purpose. They may be copying their manager's style, thinking it's good leadership. They probably feel useless if they aren't involved in how the work gets done. Maybe they don't know what they should be doing, are bored, so they start interfering with what you're doing. If you're new, then a bit of extra management is helpful, enabling you to become successful. But if you've been doing the role for many years, then micromanagement is toxic. If you've had a performance issue, then expect some micromanagement at the beginning, but then it should stop. The micromanager doesn't want to feel threatened. They want you to do things their way. Your micromanager has trust issues. Your manager's not trusting you to do your job. With this distrust, They then look for a tiny mistake to justify their anxious behaviour. They feel stressed, have lost control and want to control back. They want to avoid stress by having control over you. They want to dominate you. They want to take away your freedom and autonomy. They want to have the illusion that they are powerful. They want to erode your power via ultimatums. Know that ultimatums come from a position of weakness. These people have a long memory and a vindictive streak. Maybe they've been micromanaged themselves and are being asked about where projects are at and all this detail. So it's coming from their manager above. It could be about you, but usually it's about them because they're afraid that they'll get into trouble from their boss or customer if they're not meeting expectations. They feel threatened by you and want to show you that they're smarter than you by telling you what to do and how to do it. They want you to know that they're in charge. It's an ego power play. They want to express their power and control over you. Micromanagers also confuse compliance with friendship. If you're being targeted to be pushed out of the company, then expect a lot of micromanagement because they want to drive you crazy and make you think you're incompetent and write you up, even falsifying documentation to try and justify firing you, which is quite disgusting, but it happens. Let us know in the comments below, why do you think you're being micromanaged? So how do you deal with a toxic micromanager boss? I'm going to share with you 9 tips and strategies that will hopefully stop them in their tracks and put your mind at ease. Number 1, they may not even know that they're micromanaging you. So you may consider talking to them about their micromanagement. Try and assume they didn't mean to micromanage you. Collect some examples. Book a meeting with them. And at the meeting, first ask for feedback. Ask them how they think you are going with your work and what you can do better. Try not to be defensive about their response. Then say, with a confident voice and body language, that you want to discuss some examples of your interaction with them. For example, when they ask for things to be done a certain way, wanting constant updates, dismissing your ideas, not listening to you, and standing over you. Tell them when they do this, it makes you feel worthless, unmotivated, reduces your productivity, and ask them to stop doing it. Say to them that you prefer to have authority how you do your own work, and that you work better independently and that you are asked for help if required. Try and keep the conversation positive and see things from their perspective too. This conversation may help things improve and even help them to become a better manager. Be aware that sometimes your manager might take things personally and make things worse for you. If you do challenge them and push back, they may become defensive and say that they're not a micromanager. Remember, they are a micromanager because they're insecure. I suggest making a record of your conversation for future reference. You may need to use it if you file a complaint with HR or their manager. You may need to talk to HR even though you might find that they will actually support your manager and try and protect the company. Also, you may need to talk to your union. Strategy number 2. Sometimes they're micromanaging you on purpose to drive you crazy or performance manage you out of the company. In this case, use the flooding technique. Flood them constantly. Overwhelm them with information and details. Ask lots of questions and give them things to approve. Say, I'm doing this. Here's that thing you wanted. Here's the next thing I'm working on. Send them information all the time. Email them in the morning what you're going to do for the day. In the evening on what you've done. Flood them with details and questions. Make them beg you to stop. Book constant meetings with them to give them constant updates and ask questions. Ask your manager challenging questions that will keep them busy trying to figure out the answer. In this process, they may realize that they're actually not as smart as they think. After all, as a micromanager, they think they know everything and how to do your job better. They want security and reduction of anxiety. If you respond with unpredictability, they may give up trying to control you. They may feel burnout and leave you alone. This strategy is to deter them from micromanaging you. Strategy number 3, be trustworthy. That is, do what you say you'll do. Build their trust. Be proactive with updates. They want security and reduction of anxiety. They don't want to feel threatened, so reassure them that you're not a threat. Strategy number 4, if they belittle you, demand respect. Insist on being treated with respect. Don't let them talk to you that way. Stand up for yourself. Ask them to stop, and if they don't, tell them that this conversation is over and that we can reconvene at a later time when they're ready to speak like an adult. Strategy number 5, don't give away your power, i.e. saying yes when you actually mean no, not asking for what you want, not taking the time to think before responding, not accepting their pressure for an answer now, and instead saying, I need to think about that because I need to check a few things and speak to others. Also, not thinking that others know better, allowing others to dictate to you. If they don't know that they're micromanaging you, call them out on it. Say, it's okay, you don't need to micromanage me. I'll let you know when I'm done. A micromanager wants you to do things their way. If they try and tell you how to do your job, either thank them for their interest and suggestion and follow it, or simply ignore it, or tell them directly that you have a certain way of doing things and you plan to stick to that. And if they speak to you in this way, I demand that you do X, respond by saying, so you would like me to do X? And if they say something like, I want you to, you can respond and say, you are asking me to. In other words, you're seeking clarity. If they say, if you don't do Y, say, you'll be upset if I don't do Y. Strategy number 6. If they intrude into your personal space or sneak up behind you or stand over you, it's suffocating. Don't let them do that. Get up and move away. Say you need some space or that you need to go to the bathroom. Strategy number 7. Have a support network of people you trust, either in the company or outside the company or both. Strategy number 8. Get away temporarily. In other words, take some leave, some stress leave or annual leave or long service leave. And finally, strategy number 9. Leave permanently by planning your exit and finding another job. Micromanagement is actually harassment or bullying, which is unacceptable. So it's best that you do something about it. Otherwise, it's going to negatively impact your mental, emotional, and physical health. Hopefully these 9 strategies I just shared will help you. Remember, you could be dealing with a narcissist, a liar, and a psychopath. Accept that you can't change them. It is what it is. You decide whether to put up with it or try applying some of these 9 strategies I just shared or leave. I'm curious, is your boss a micromanager? How do they treat you? Please share in the comments below so we can all learn from each other. It's best to expose this deviant behaviour. Now, if you're already subscribed to my channel, I want to thank you for your support and encouragement. I really appreciate it. If you're not already subscribed to my channel and you're interested in career-related content, direct from someone who has over 45 years of working experience in various roles from employee to employer to business owner, and is a certified workplace coach and has over 10 years of coaching experience to help people take charge of their life and career and improvement, then please do hit that subscribe button. You also want to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you got some value from this video, please do give it a thumbs up so it can reach and help other people. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts, or if you have any questions. If you know someone that needs to see this video, please do share it. Till next time, take care.